Hey guys, it's me, Devin, if you guys don't know me, so I'm gonna get straight to the point. Some people just don't know how to, do slides, and I'm gonna teach you guys one. It is extremely easy. All you have to do is really commit to it, and I'm gonna teach you step by step how to do it and how to, get everything all right. It's called the Coleman, Coleman, and, this is my board right there that I'm going to be showing you on. And so what you're going to want to do, you're going to want to get a nice wide foot base. I'm wearing socks right now, so I can't really have a good one. But if you have just a nice wide foot base, and if you're like me, I'm weird, and I push off like this with my right foot on the board, and then I move the board back and put my left foot on front. But I'm weird. You don't have to do that. You do it whatever way you want. If you have your left foot in front, what you're going to want to do is when you're going to want to get down, you're going to want to kind of make sure your knee and your body is in this position, just like this. It's going to be really weird. At first, you just really need to get used to this stance. But it's kind of weird. See how my foot is perched up sort of like that with my toes still on the board, and this foot is just straight down. And if you have your right foot in front, which is really weird, I'm gonna sacrifice my life to show you. You're gonna put your left foot down or your left knee down, and it's gonna look like this. Foot perched up in the back just like that, and down like that, and this foot's up. And if you have your left foot in front, then you are going to be pushing out with your right foot. And if you have your right foot in front, you're going to be pushing out with your left foot to do this. And what most people call the stink bug way is how I learned in the very beginning how to do it. So you guys can do that, then advance to the more technical levels, which is just sort of like the same thing. And so basically what you're going to want to do, you're going to want to get in that stance. It's going to feel really awkward if you don't have it right. And it's going to feel really awkward at first when you're not doing it, because you're not used to it yet. But so what you're going to want to do, you're going to want to get in that stance. And if you don't have it already, you need to get some slide gloves. These are just some that I made. I just went to Home Depot, bought some $5 gardening gloves, got some Gorilla Glue, and rubber cement. This stuff works really good. And just some like 2-inch tiles like that. That one's broken, but you can see that's how big they are compared to a finger. It's about the size, but yeah, that's how thick they are. You're gonna want them about a pretty nice thickness, and as you can see, it's coming off right now just from wear and tear. Altogether, it should be about $10, $10 to $20. It just depends on the type of gloves, the type of tiles that you want, and all that stuff. But so after you have all that, make sure to wear your helmet, and you're going to get down in that position that I was talking about, and we're just going to call that slide stance. And what you're going to want to do, if you have your right foot behind you and your left foot in front, with your right knee down, you're just going to want to basically lean backwards, like just sort of fall and have this hand land on the ground just like this, in that stance still. So like this, boom. And then you're on the board and it's really weird and awkward. This is what it should look like for you. These are how my feet are placed. And that, since you have your left foot in front, your right foot's going to be sort of crossing over the board, sort of like that. And that's how that's going to be. And what you're going to want to do is you're just going to put your hand on the ground. And when you have that hand on the ground, you're just going to basically push off with the heel of your foot. Sort of the heel. Don't want to actually put your heel on the end like that and push off. Because then you're just going to kick the board away and you won't be able to recover it at all. So what you're going to want to do, you're just going to want to... You're not going to want to be this far off the ground, obviously, but I'm just showing you because I don't want to stay on the board. But you're just going to want to stay on there just like that. let me get up some. Right? So just like this in this stance. And just going to want to kick the board out. Just like sort of like, I don't know how to explain it. Just like sort of a quick motion. Like a quick slap of the foot. Like you're just going to do your foot like this. Boom, boom. Just really quick, just forwards and backs. Or you can just go into a straight full one, which is just where you go ahead and do a run at 180 rotate, which is going to turn your board the opposite way. And basically just the opposite for if you have your right foot in front, which is you're going to get in the side stance for yourself, and then you're going to lean back on your left or your right hand, just like this. This is really weird, but just like this, and then push the board out like that, boom, and pull it back in. And what really helps, it's going to be really weird doing this, but when you have your hand on the ground with the other hand, you're going to want to grab onto the board like this on the side. It doesn't hurt, it just maintains stability, so when you're going, it doesn't become all awkward. It's like this, where you can just be like that, and you can just be like this, and then you'll slide and it'll go like that, and then it'll come back. It's sort of doing like a windmill motion. It's just sort of like, this is the board, you're rotating it back like that and back forwards, or you're just going boom like that, and then switching off, jumping off, and getting on the opposite way. But really the only tips I have for you is just follow everything that I taught you step by step. Just keep practicing, keep on practicing, don't give up ever, because that's what losers do, and I know you guys aren't losers. Make sure you get some nice protection, wear wrist protections really helps. Knee pads, if they even sell butt pads, those would be nice. Definitely wear your helmet. The slide gloves, they help a lot. But just make sure, also when you're doing this, that your wheels are pretty broken in. If you don't know how to break your wheels in, just attempt doing this a lot. And also make sure your trucks are a little bit wobbly. Not a lot. Pretty loose, but not extremely loose, like really weird loose. Like this is my Paris 180s. These aren't terribly loose. Like, you shouldn't be able to push it down and move it with your 2 fingers. You shouldn't be able to move it. That's just my board moving. I'm not moving this at all. You should be able to move it. Unless you're planning on sliding going like 1 mile an hour. Then that's the only reason you should have that loose. But if you plan on going like a good 5 to 10 miles an hour and then sliding to stop yourself, that is what I would recommend. And obviously, I do my sliding on my other boards too, like these. Like, it's just the same thing. It just depends on what your wheels are and what your trucks are like, if they're loose enough, if your wheels are buttery enough or icy enough. There's a bunch of different factors that roll into this, but I think the only real thing you guys have to work for is just committing. Like, don't give up. Put everything you have into it. Push that board away, even if you fall on your butt. That's why I recommend getting 2 slide gloves. So if you fall, then you can just land on your hands and just slide on your hands all the way down. And yeah, just keep it real. Don't try to do anything crazy yet. And for the more beginning, definitely grab onto the board when you're doing it the first time. And for the more experienced people, try to go ahead and without like actually holding on to the board, don't hold on to it, but put your hand in the air. That would usually grab onto the board. So if your left foot's in front, your right hand should be grabbing the board, and then your left hand should be on the ground. So I'd be like this. Oh, I'm going underneath my car. So I would be holding it like this, sort of like a bunny hop, like that. Except you're just gonna want to put it in the air, like this, and then have your hand planted on the ground. And then just want to just basically go ahead and try the slide from that. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Subscribe, like, tell me what you think. Give me your comments. Please don't hate, because I know a lot of haters are on here. Don't be a troller. But yeah, just some helpful tips. Let me know if I should do some other sliding, like check slides, or just some dancing and other dancing, as in longboarding dancing, and other tricks like the tire claw and just 360 spins and all that crazy stuff. Just let me know. Tell me what you think. Thank you guys for watching, and have a good day, you guys. See ya. Keep practicing.